Sure. Well, anyway, I guess at this point, Chuck, are you through with this?
Yeah.
At that point, okay, just.
So yeah, I'll put it on the agenda for next month and we'll work it out.
Did you hit the end of your,
That was my last thing, yes.
okay, does anybody have any other questions for Chuck?
Just a just a tactile question on this is what's, so again, I personally would really appreciate that offer for education. Is there do you have time bound, is there some milestone, time boundness regarding this that you need action?
I'd like to do it before the first of the year,
Okay.
but we don't necessarily have to. Yeah, by the first of the year would be great.
That's what I'm looking
You
for.
really need to have it done. If we're
Yeah,
gonna
because
get
we need to start
retirements, you
looking
need to
at-
start looking.
Well, you
So-
got the candidates and then you have the backfill, so you've got
Yeah.
two big moving parts in my mind.
Yeah, and quite honestly, a good time to start advertising before openings is March 1st. If you're advertised by March 1st, you're in good shape.
I think it's very time sensitive for, the sooner you get it done, the better
Yeah,
chance
so
you have.
it sounds like it is, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, good comment. You good, Joe?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Alrighty. Patty, you have something for us?
I guess I have something for you guys. Well, I do have the annual, my 18-19 audit dates were set, and it's January 6th, 7th, and 8th, probably right after we get back from the break. I also have some very exciting news on the along the lines of Carissa Jenkins, did that guitar course over the summer, and we're going to implement that. She's doing a class this next semester on building the guitars. Well, she had found a grant to get more equipment and more kits, and she was awarded that grant. And we just got $1,400 worth of materials for her project. So I don't know.
She does an
anything.
adult ed class, is that correct?
She's going to
Mhm.
in the springtime.
So I thought it was for more.
It's also part of her physics class.
Yeah.
It's a STEM guitar, which the kids learn to build their own guitar and have to work out the physics of it. And she uses a 3D printer and some, other really exciting things to really engage those kids. So I was excited that she was willing to go to that training. It was over a week long, I want to say in Bozeman, that she went to, and
Brand new baby.
yes, brand new baby, but she took a lot of pictures while she was there too, and big smile on her face, told me that if the science teacher is excited, then the kids are going to be excited too, because she was very, very motivated to try to add a very engaging activity to physics.
I think that's pretty good of her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's all Patty had. Does anybody have any questions for Patty? If not, we'll move right into action items. Consider approval of change of flex administrators.
Yeah, leaving Vernon Pugh to Maestro. We've been using Vernon Pugh for quite a while. It continued through our switch from Blue Cross, to Blue Cross Blue Shield from Joint Powers Trust. We've got a new administrator, and AFLAC is taking care of the costs associated with that flex administration. And I would recommend approval of that change.
What is flex administration?
They cover the flex account for medical costs, where you can flex out pre-tax,
Yep.
kind of like a medical savings account.
Like the FSA type stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
They also handle our HSAs
Okay.
that we have now and our limited flex. So there's 3 different parts
So
to
this
it.
is moving administrators of those programs.
Yes. And there's no fees, like Chuck said. AFLAC has actually picked up our all of our fees for that for 3 years. We have a 3-year contract with them.
Okay. Great.
It's a good change for us. And there has been some frustrations with Vernon Pugh, to say the least.
So we need a motion.
Need a motion?
I would so move as per narrative.
Second?
It's been moved and seconded to approve the change. Any further discussion? If none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign. All right, change. Okay, consider hiring assistant boys basketball coach.
Yes, for junior high, we
Sorry about that. Junior high.
applicant for that, finally. Mr. Deppner, Kent Deppner, who's been a sub for us, is interested in that position. He's actually been with Austin and he's made a few away trips and been doing okay in that role. And so I'd recommend hiring him as our junior high assistant boys basketball coach.
I would so move per the narrative.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded.
What's the stipend for that? Or is it
It's 800 and some.
Like $854, I believe.
Any more discussion? All those in favor of hiring Mr. Deppner signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign. All right, we'll move to C, consider hiring K through 8th behavior intervention specialist.
And this is an item that came from a generous donation from Jill and Gordon Dial. I do have two applicants for this position. Kent Deppner is one of them and Janie Zwerneman is another. I did have a conversation with Jill a couple of weeks ago about the money for that. It has not come in yet for that position, so I have not interviewed or do not have a recommendation yet. Waiting on that. So hopefully at our December meeting, I will have a recommendation for you. I'm continuing to advertise in the meantime, and as soon as that we receive that, I'll move forward and have a recommendation for you,
So we're tabling that.
if you would please.
Need a motion.
Mhm.
Need a motion to table that.
Also move to table action item C.
Second.
Been moved and seconded to table action item C. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Pose same sign. Tabled. Student attendance agreements, we have one, right?
Yes.
Ashley Morris, new ascending district.
I would so move to approve the attendance agreement.
And second.
Been moved and seconded to approve Ashley Morris in the elementary. Any further discussion? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign. Motion carries. Staff and coaching resignations,
I do not have any at this time.
individual transportation agreements.
I do not have any.
Okay, consider approval of extracurricular sports volunteers.
We don't have any new ones at this time.
Consider approval of additions to the substitute list.
Yes, the first one would be a substitute teacher, Sabrina Shows. Sabrina is currently student teaching in Bridger and would like the opportunity to substitute in our district once she has completed her student teaching assignment. Actually, I tried to visit with her today. I sent an email and she called me back and I didn't have time to make contact with her to visit with her, but interested in being around Choteau and wants to sub. I would recommend her approval pending background check.
I would so move.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve Sabrina Shows. Discussion?
Does she have ties to the area or just has heard about Choteau or?
Ties, yes. Her cousin is Sammy Denning,
Oh,
third grade teacher.
so does she have to go through the substitute training deal?
The module? Yes. Unfortunately, she'll be a certified teacher. Yes, she will.
She'll have to do both.
Online. It's 4 hours, I think it is. So
Okay, any more discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign. Sabrina Shows is added to the list. All right.
Wait, I have more.
Oh,
For substitute, yeah.
There's two.
sorry.
Yeah, well, Josh Ewing, I think we need to approve as a substitute activity driver. So
Oh, that's right.
Yes, please.
he's driving soon. So if you would,
What'd you say his name was, Josh?
Josh Ewing, Ewing.
So moved.
He's a, and did I tell you he's a current activity driver? Sorry for interrupting, from Power and,
You did.
yeah, okay.
I'll second that.
You get that?
Was it?
Oh, is it so? Penny back.
Pat and Jerry.
Yeah. Which I remember I should have tomorrow.
It's been moved and seconded. Any more discussion? If not, all those in favor of adding Josh Ewing to the list signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
I'm not sure if we need to approve Matt as a substitute activity driver because actually he's driving for Gary, correct? Do we have to approve him still?
I would think we would. We have to approve any drivers that
Oh.
they,
He's not under our employment.
but we still have to.
No, but we
approve-
have to
we do
approve those
to
anyway.
approve the drivers.
So I think we should.
Separate, he has to be approved.
So I'd so move to approve Matt Passmore
Second?
as a bus driver pending background check.
Well, we did a name-based background check, which makes it okay then in the interim while we wait for the fingerprint background check.
Well, I don't know.
I know.
Any discussion?
Does he need a chaperone, Gary?
Uh,
Maybe he
Yeah,
needs board
so-
member supervision?
Probably does.
All right, all those in favor of adding Matt to the substitute driving list, all signify by saying aye. Aye.
I abstain.
Opposed, same sign.
One abstention.
Did you just hear
You
that?
got it?
Yep, I did.
Yeah.
Good job.
And then hopefully at our next meeting, I'll have a couple more substitute activity drivers to add to the list as well.
Nice.
Or activity drivers, depending upon what we do there. But since Ben and Ken have not come in to fill out the paperwork yet, I'll wait till they have their paperwork to,
Has Ken taken his test?
he did last week.
Perfect. A couple weeks ago, I know he was nervous.
Which test?
For his drive,
There's a
the written test for his CDL.
There's a-
Well, see,
Yes,
what you
okay.
got, is take your CDL and then you put all your endorsements on it. So, do they still call it chauffeur? Yeah.
Yeah, I wondered if they still call it.
Passion.
Bus,
Nope.
yeah.
So, all right, let's go to informal item superintendent evaluation.
Yeah, I didn't,
Packet.
yeah, I kind of blew that one.
Ooh.
I see that it was an informational item and I should have included that packet in your packet, which I will do tomorrow. I will get those mailed out to you so you guys can go over those before the next meeting.
Office.
Your personal secretary's office, yes.
So do we want to set a meeting to go through that before the December meeting, Chairman?
Of course. When do you want to do it? When,
When is
What's
the
your-
next meeting?
Next meeting is Tuesday, December 10th, 9 a.m.
At 9 a.m.?
you will be done?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, our December meeting we're having in school.
In school.
Yes, it's during the day.
Then
There may be a Byler's pastry involved.
So you want to do this other meeting before that?
Yeah.
Is that an all hands or is that a subcommittee or what is that?
All hands.
All hands. What do you got there?
I have the 9th. Generally, historically, you guys have come in the day before, that evening, on Monday night and gone through the compilation of that. And then I compile that, put it all together, and then have it ready for the board meeting the next morning.
You guys good with that?
Monday the
What
9th.
time?
So,
7:00 on the 9th. December.
And 9 a.m. on the 10th.
Is there anything going on? I don't think
You
so.
have to see the
Other
kindergarten.
than it's midterm of quarter 2, but that has to do with children.
Junior high basketball?
On Monday, the 9th?
No, there is no
Not on
basketball.
Monday.
Yeah,
Should-
No.
well, it's something on the schedule, I thought it was weird. It was
Unless
their-
it's junior high. I only have
their,
basketball on my
finals or
schedule.
whatever.
Let's see.
Oh, it's Final Four week.
Final
They won't-
4 week is
They won't play
December.
on, they won't play on Monday though.
in here, the night of the night.
Yes.
And that would just be the board meeting.
I don't come. It's the board.
You've
It's
been
just
through
that,
it.
Okay.
Patty.
Okay,
That's why I haven't been talking.
Joe's the only new guy.
It's not.
me no go. Okay,
You can bring
and
your
this one's in
calculator.
the elementary
Yeah,
the new
music
guy.
room, isn't it?
That's great.
Yeah, yep, yep,
But only
yep.
got one, it'd still be.
Seriously, bring your calculator.
It's on the phone, yep. Okay, so seven PM, December 9th.
We're good there, Patty?
We're good.
Okay, now we're gonna consider revision as recommended by MTSB on our policies.
And I'm doing this the same as I did last time, looking at policy. This I'm just presenting to you, that's why it's in the packet. We can look through it, discuss, but not an action item until the next board meeting.
So it's the new policies, the list of ones, all of these that was.
They might be new, they might be changed. If it's changed, it's indicated by strike-throughs or underlined, the new text that's added or
Right,
deleted.
So you got these ones here are new policies,
I see.
and these ones here are required.
So this is
provisions.
once, so we did quite a bit of this.
This is more.
This is more, okay.
Yes, in addition.
Yeah.
Is that ones we skipped?
And kind of every
No.
month there's gonna be.
You're
some-
lucky, this is the thin ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then there's only two at the end.
And then the recommended.
We don't
Tobacco.
have to do those.
Okay. So review this.
Review this, highlight, question, if you have any questions before the meeting you want to know, discuss, please call me.
Yeah, speed it up.
Yeah, so that we have, hopefully things worked out, we can go through it at the December meeting, but yeah,
And this explains them all.
Yeah. Well,
Yep.
yeah.
it's kind of nice that MTSBA puts this little Cliff Notes version guide together for you, but
Any board member is welcome to call Chris and talk about any of this stuff.
Mhm.
No
It would be
cost.
worth to find out which ones we have to do and which ones are an option.
Well,
they're indicated
They're
as
indicated
required
There's only two
or
there.
recommended.
there's only two that are.
Now, remember, you don't have to, as we changed that part of the policy, you can choose to change some of it based on their recommendation, or change none of it, or accept it as is, but, so, I mean, if you feel like something that's in there should not be in there, then highlight that, star that, whatever, so that we can discuss that.
Mhm. And when they say new, it means they do not exist in
Right,
our
it's a new
current policy book.
Mhm.
And then the revisions, that makes sense that they just do a handful of them each month and update according to changes in statute.
Depends on the new lawyer.
Yes, it does.
Depends on legislature.
I want to ask.
This one,
Lawyer.
yeah, I read that the other night.
All right, so you guys be sure to get through all that stuff. Speed it up. It can get long-winded,
Mhm.
policy stuff, as it is. Okay, so we're, everybody good with the December 10th meeting then? We've already kind of discussed that on the evaluation stuff, so.
Yep.
Okay. We will close the meeting. So do you have, when do you want to come in and go through some of that?
What works? Who's leading it? You?
I would
think I had.
recommend
I violated the.
Patty, and I think, what are your, you have some,
That word's.
what's your main objective as far as,
Lane, I'm sorry to interrupt. Do you want me to get your stamp? I left it in my office. I'll walk over and get it.
how much we have, the same stuff, all the checks?
Yeah.
Cut all the checks. Please.
Okay.
My addition.
Yep, I'll go grab it.
It'll give you a good understanding. If you go through, like you said, make a model,
Yeah.
So the model's gonna be a shot in the dark, but it just gives you something to try to fall between. As far as, you say, what if we hired this teacher at this amount?
Right.
And this teacher that we're being paid now, you